everybody, Michael Strahan here. I've been waiting all week for this Madden tournament.
Probably like all of you, I miss sports so much right now. Would do anything to watch any of it, and that's why this Madden tournament is going to be pretty incredible to watch.
You got to be able to maneuver that joystick, make some moves, juke moves, spin moves, being able to use your catch, use your pick on defense.
And nobody's going to get him. 68 yards, a Ravens touchdown here.
Hollywood Brown in business, as you see him swagging up there on the camera.
If I beat him, that's going to be my claim to fame, my Madden claim to fame.
Jared Cook in the end zone. It's going to be a touchdown.
It really reminded me a lot of my last years in the NFL, just throwing to the other team, but it's okay.
We just giving up. You shouldn't even have these touchdowns, bro.
He's going all the way. 105 yards for a 49er touchdown.
Okay, we back in it.
Hey, I don't have. I didn't think you had it.
Parlay, man, we coming to see you, man.
The Madden NFL Invitational title game is in the books.
You've got the humor, you've got the talent, you've got so many people that are in this. I don't even know what to expect.
Now we're hopping on board with these guys, some of the best Warzone players in the world. That is a C4, that is a helicopter. I'm not exactly sure. This kind of looks like an action movie. This might be Mission Impossible 7 or 8.
They're going to jump
so
much.
my goodness.
They were in 10th. They were in 10th. They were in 5th.
Oh my gosh. Got a no-scope. They got a no-scope.
Yeah,
we did it.
Go.
We got a no-scope, which is $500 to charity. Oh, we got it. That's it.
Yes.
That's it. Yes. $500 from Elite Gamer.
Miles, break it down for me. What is Elite Gamer?
Subscribers, they've got to download the software onto their PC. They log into their preferred game through the software. That software then routes your game traffic via the most efficient internet path to these gaming.
That is pretty gigantic in terms of like trying to take walls, in terms of playing Fortnite in general and many other titles.
Man, once you got your connection going right, like you got some advantages.
That's what Cox Elite Gamer is doing. They're making everything better, and we love that.
We're here for the Elite Gamer Call of Duty Warzone Pro-Am Finals. $25,000 up for grabs. 20 kills already for Tommy Naden. Make it 21 after he just splatters that man with a shotty. I want to give a shout out. The man on the left, that of course is Demetrius Johnson, aka Mighty Mouse. Been loving his streams for years. One of the original, I feel like, pro athletes that was a streamer on Twitch.
Oh boy, he gets the down. He gets the second down as well. The third down. That's going to be all kills confirmed. Joey D.
Gangsters is beaming players out of the sky. Nice targeting by his teammate.
The rent is paid.
Rent is paid for months, baby. That is $15,000 in the pocket.
Hi, welcome to GCN. My name's Kia Wimmer.
And I'm Jeff Griffith.
And we're the co-founders of GCN. We're really excited to be here. It's amazing to have this experience that Synopsis set up for these new fronts. And we want to thank everybody for attending, and we hope to show you kind of how we built GCN to really bridge that gap between traditional media and the gaming community space. I'd love to show you some more, and Jeff's going to talk about kind of how we've developed this and what we've done, and I think you're going to like it.
We're flattered to be part of such an amazing array of companies that are bringing you into the space. However, GCN identified an area that we thought was underserved, and that was identifying the true gamer and reaching them at scale with a highly efficient and effective, authentic opportunity. We built out a network of over 75 sites that reach over 115 million global and 65 million US users. With that in mind, we've targeted what we termed as the true gamer. These are your PC and console gamers that are actively involved in gaming on a daily basis. This opportunity is the area that most brands are looking to reach. With that, we've built out a tremendous team across a multitude of business units from marketing, influencer network, events, data insights, and finally, activations. With that, we've also been able to partner with some tremendous groups to bring quality products forward for sponsorship and traditional advertising, but also create bespoke models for brands that are seeking to own the space outright.
Thank you. Hopefully Jeff didn't just bore you to death, but we're really excited to be here, and I think you guys are going to enjoy seeing the rest of what we're going to show you. We have built, we think, the best company to help brands get into this gaming esports space, and we want to show you that, and looking forward to showing you who we have, what we've done, and all the bells and whistles we have behind it to really drive that engagement that you're looking for. And by the end of the day, you guys are trying to drive, likes, you're trying to drive some kind of KPIs. We can do that. We understand it. We come from the advertising industry. We've been in it for both of us for way too long. But it's fun to be here now in front of all you and talking about GCN, this company that created the Gaming Community Network. Looking forward to showing you. Jeff, I'll let you kind of say the final words, but thanks for...
I'll be back to bore you later on, but for now, hear from some of our partners as well as the rest of our team on some areas that we're developing for you guys to take advantage of.
Thank you so much. We'll see you a little bit later.
Hi everyone, I'm Christian Bishop. I'm the Chief Revenue Officer for Method, an esports team that specializes in MMOs and RPGs. I'm here to talk a little bit about GCN and the impact that they've had on our business, and honestly, frankly, it's been amazing just working with Jeff and Keo, dating back to years ago at Esports Business Summit when we were first talking about the concept of this business at its very early stages. Since then, we've raised tens of thousands of dollars for charities supporting kids all around the world. We've hosted a variety of events and worked with some of the world's largest brands, hosting a lot of really amazing content and making an impact in gaming. And frankly, GCN, Jeff, Keo, you guys have made a tremendous impact here at Method for what we do. Even latest with World of Warcraft and Blizzard's global premiere and launch for Shadowlands, and the game supporting our event, Race to World's First, having millions of people tune in, and you guys were an amazing partner. It's been always a pleasure. Thank you for what you do, your contribution, and always wishing you guys the best of luck.
Hi, I'm Kieran Fitzpatrick, CEO and co-founder of SpikeTrap. Effectively and authentically engaging gaming audiences requires a deep understanding of both gaming communities and the gaming ecosystem as a whole. For the past 5 years, SpikeTrap's mission has been to understand the language of gamers online. Now, in partnership with GCN, we are revolutionizing how brands safely and effectively captivate gaming audiences at scale. SpikeTrap delivers real-time analytics to provide contextual understanding of gaming audiences and environments, including how people are actually talking about a given topic or brand, where the conversation is flourishing, and which environments are safe or not to advertise on. It's contextual ad targeting 3.0, built upon a foundation of deep AI-powered understanding, an unparalleled knowledge graph, and industry expertise. Already we're seeing how SpikeTrap data is helping GCN drive a significant lift in ad engagement and campaign performance, and we're just getting started. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jared Jerensberg, and I'm a Senior Sales Manager with Panasonic Media and Entertainment Division. Our core focus in FY21 is to showcase our AV and broadcast technology throughout esports venues and activations all over the world. We've done this by partnering with brands such as UNLV Hospitality and Caesars Entertainment to create the Blackfire Innovation Center. At the Innovation Center, we have a custom, state-of-the-art esports facility, which has allowed partners like GCN to host the Fox Sports Madden Invitational and the Elite Gamer Series. Through this successful partnership between Panasonic and GCN, they have become our duty experts within esports. We look forward to powering GCN content and growing solutions with your brand. Thanks, and have a great day.
This is Mark Donnelly, Senior Vice President at Van Wagner. Van Wagner is a full-service sports marketing agency based out of New York City with offices all over the U.S. as well as in Europe, Asia, and Australia. We represent both properties and brands in the professional and collegiate sports arena with an overarching mission to maximize value to all stakeholders with any project we commit to representing. Specifically in the collegiate space, we manage the multimedia rights to approximately 40 NCAA schools and conferences across the country. We are extremely excited about our new partnership with GCN as part of our ever-expanding presence in the esports space. Our initial Collegiate Esports Invitational in February was the first of its kind, generating over 500,000 viewers and delivering over 22 million total impressions. By partnering with GCN, we will be able to build off of this success to deliver the largest esports events of its kind in the collegiate space. We will be combining the brand equity of the 10 NCAA conferences that Van Wagner officially represents, which includes 110 college institutions with over 1.4 million enrolled students, with GCN's promotional firepower and administrative backbone to maximize viewership, awareness, and ultimately engagement and value to all involved. Our next Collegiate Esports Invitational, which will feature the game title Fortnite, will take place on May 21st through 27th, with additional tournaments featuring other game titles to be held in the third and fourth quarter of 2021. We hope you're able to watch at least part of the next event in May and hope to find ways to feature and activate the brands you represent in any and all of these upcoming tournaments.
Huge thanks to our partners for joining us today. Their involvement in GCN is tremendous, and our opportunities that we're bringing through them for the future are going to be even greater.
Now we'd like to have a couple words from our CEO of GameSquare, Justin Kenna.
For us as a business, we're really focused on, okay, I think everybody understands that this industry is really big, right? It's huge. It's bigger than the movie and music industries combined. So not only from a revenue perspective, but the amount of money being invested into this industry is enormous. For us, we're really concentrating on the digital marketing media verticals within gaming and esports, and I'll kind of get into what that actually means. Our ethos is connecting global brands to this huge end audience, being the esports and gaming communities, these eyeballs. And I think the interesting part of that also is, you know, people in the past have looked at gaming and think, oh, it's kids that are gaming. But it's not just kids. There's a huge demographic in the age of 20 to 35, male, high disposable income, that brands are really trying to connect with and attach themselves to. And we have the power to be able to capture those eyeballs. Our focus is really on the agency, digital marketing, media verticals, you know, within sort of North America and Europe currently, and then we'll continue to sort of, you know, grow globally as we really build that out. But that's sort of the main area of focus currently.
And of course, you came from FaZe Clan. You were CFO, right?
Yeah.
At FaZe Clan, and so you saw firsthand what can happen if you get the right formula together, right? You know, and FaZe Clan is still to this day maybe one of the top organizations within esports. But I think, you know, what you guys are working on is bigger than any one team or any one organization, right? It's kind of like being that middleman to where, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm Snickers, I could come to you and your company, I could say, hey, I want to reach this demographic, you know? I want to find a way to market to them, right? What do you recommend, you know? And then you guys could design, you know, an agency platform where Snickers can now be in front of the audience they want in the way they want, right? Rather than just throwing, you know, an advertisement out there and just hoping it sticks, right?
Yeah, and so to add to that, that's absolutely spot on. And to add to that in terms of why we have a competitive advantage within that. So, okay, why doesn't Snickers go to, you know, their traditional agency in terms of their sort of esports and gaming campaigns? And there's a few parts to it. I think because we talked about how the market's fragmented, this isn't a, you know, one-size-fits-all approach to reaching gaming audiences. And I think we have the right partners in terms of understanding the data and the inputs on who we want to reach, but we actually partner with some of the biggest sites in the world, and we have the audience. So we can go, you know, soup to nuts campaigns and you know, have done so with some of the biggest brands in the world, and we're, you know, about to announce some really, really exciting partnerships, which I can't wait to get out there in the public. But we can also step in anywhere along the value chain. So what often happens is, say somebody like a FaZe Clan, we can work with them if they're running a tournament or an event to actually amplify it and get more eyeballs on it because of the relationships and partnerships we have with the right sites and the end audience. So you know, I think understanding the gaming industry is really important, but being able to get the message out, you know, to the end audience, and being able to really tailor that to the right audience. Right. You know, if you're an alcohol brand, I think one of the interesting parts is also that, you know, every brand in the world is now realizing that they need to be in this industry. Right. You know, and moving forward, that's only becoming more and more important. In the past, it's more endemic, but you have brands like alcohol brands now that they're starting to understand they need a gaming strategy.
Sure.
Because this isn't just 15-year-old kids, you know, sitting in their basement, drinking energy drinks, playing Fortnite. There is a huge market there, as we talked about, of 20 to 35 and even beyond that are big gamers. And so working out what's that niche and how do you reach that specific audience, we're so well placed to be able to do that.
Thanks, Justin. Glad you could join us. Now, I know we have a ton that we want to tell these guys about today, and there's only so much time. But one of the things I'm pretty excited about, and I know you are too, is our partnership with Van Wagner for the largest college eSport tour tournament series that's coming up.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. Really excited about this. We've partnered with Van Wagner, one of the leaders in collegiate rights. They are working with 10 NCAA conferences and control the rights to 10 NCAA conferences. So what we've done is we've partnered with them and the 10 conferences that they actually represent and created the largest gaming esports competition series in history. Every quarter for the next 2 years, we're gonna have a huge national championship esports competition. Each conference will actually have their championship within that game, and then that'll feed into a national championship with the finals. The first one's gonna be this May 21st to the 27th, and it's gonna feature Fortnite with Epic as our partners, and we're really excited about it. We think this is gonna be a great kickoff to the series. It's gonna happen then every quarter, September, December, and then we're gonna throw to 2022, and every quarter we're gonna have one. Looking forward to this, really excited about it. Jeff, there's a way we're gonna boost this and really take it to the next level. I'd love to hear more about that.
Yeah, and with that, I think we have over 110 colleges and universities participating. So scale is really important with that kind of reach, and that leads us well into our network. In building our network, we wanted to both have a qualified consumer group of we've termed as the true gamer. And in doing so, we've isolated them to be the most passionate, most participating gamers out there that are playing in games that are more competitive, less social, less mobile platforms, more PC and console. So with that, our partnered sites that we've selected to join our network are very, very specific. We've aggregated these groups, but not just from a goal of aggregation and scale, but a goal of integration. So there's a like-minded consumer in this process, which I think is important for you as a brand. And to qualify them, we've brought these sites into play. Like I said, over 75 sites and communities that are part of the GCN network. And we've also added a unique layer of contextual targeting 3.0, which our friend Chris, our CMO, will tell you more about here shortly, and brand safety. That's really, really important, I know, for a lot of brands out there in the space. So adding those pieces to the network make us one of the most interesting and arguably most competitive brand opportunity for you guys in the space. So we're really excited to tell you more about that. And with that, I'm going to throw it to our CMO, Chris Kint, who we're really excited to have with us, who's going to tell you a little bit more about how we do this.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate the introduction, and welcome everybody. I'm glad you're here. Before I begin, really quick, we are answering questions in real time, so please feel free to just type those questions away down in the message bar. We will be answering back to you, or by all means, please hit us up afterwards with emails or phone calls, and we'll definitely follow up. But we are answering questions live now if something is on your mind. But for the moment, let's go now deeper into marketing. So as you've heard, we've aggregated our gaming community and esports sites. This really is our gaming media network that we've built on. We then integrated it all together. But let's go back to the network. Who is the network? So for us, we think about the core, the crew, the crowd. When we think about that core, those are the individuals who gaming is who they are. It's their lifestyle. It's how they put themselves out into the world. They're playing games like League of Legends, World of Warcraft, Apex, Overwatch, and so forth. Again, this is how they see themselves and how they want to portray themselves. The crowd, they're more social gamers. They're important, they're just not who we go after. So again, when we think about it, our core are those young gamers who spend a ton of time just grinding away and perfecting them at the game they play. That's who we're going after. Now that we've aggregated them, how did we integrate them? Well, it starts with what we call our audience wheel. It starts with the network that we've already talked about, 65 million monthly active uniques in the US, 115 million globally. Right? It gives us billions of impressions to optimize against. We then went into how do you build next? Well, it's streamers and influencers. We have a stable network of individuals that we work with that are athletes, streamers, entertainers, that we've worked with in the past and continue to work with that are all brand safe. We have a partner that's scraping the social networks every 5 minutes, so we know exactly what they're talking about, how toxic they are, what their language is like, so when brands want to work with them, we can ensure that they are brand safe. We then go into our content and our event productions. You're actually going to hear a lot more about this from Drew in the next segment, so I'm not going to touch on it, but just know that we have world-class production facilities, but he'll definitely tell you more about them. Okay. Then to round it out, we talk about media insights and our research and our targeting. Everything that we have actually sits on an AI tech stack. We're able to optimize, retarget, drive to click-through, drive to video watch, geofence, time gate. We have everything you need to make sure that we are driving through to the KPIs that you need. So at the end of the day, we're here to work with you on a one-on-one basis to build a bespoke marketing plan that addresses the needs you need, and knowing that we have the reach and the scale to not only drive efficiencies, but also drive through the KPIs that you need done. I enjoy working with all of you in the near future. Thank you. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Chris. I should have had you do my parts. You do it so much more eloquently. For now, we're going to also take you through a quick overview of our brand activations and how we can execute some of these for you guys in the future.
Thanks, Jeff. Really excited about what we do here at GCN, and you've kind of seen a little taste of it over the last 15, 20 minutes. Hopefully we're not boring you to death, but having a good time, like being up here, talking to you about this. We've worked with some really great brands over the last year. And with the pandemic, I'm sure you guys, it's like hard to do anything on site. So we've become the virtual world. Almost on a weekly basis, we're doing productions and producing events on the esports side or for brands. Some of the things that we've done that are really exciting, we've worked with Cox Communications, helped them kind of get into the gaming esports space. We've created a slew of tournaments and activations for them. On top of that, we worked with Fox Sports 2 weeks into the pandemic. We're doing live programming for them with the NFL and Fox, and it was amazing, kind of bringing all this together with Electronic Arts and the Madden football game, and had a fun time. Right now, I'm going to throw it over to Drew Brunson, who is our VP of Activations, and he's going to give you a little more detail on that.
Take it away, Drew.
Thank you, Keo. Thank you, Jeff. Currently, I'm standing in the esports studio of Blackfire Innovation. Blackfire is a partnership between Caesars Entertainment and the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. This is a location in which we shoot the majority of our content. Whether that be tournaments, interstitial programming, or lifestyle pieces, we're able to facilitate brand integrations and messaging that we can push together in seamless entertaining and engaging pieces of content. Keo touched on the Fox Sports Madden NFL Invitational. That was a program in which we needed to fill a void that was left by the COVID-19 pandemic in the Fox Sports 1 lineup when traditional sports were put on pause. We were able to facilitate the remote capture of content from NFL players and award-winning commentators from across the country and blend those into a seamless, entertaining product that we were able to distribute on linear programming through FS1. Also, Keo talked about the Cox Elite Gamer product. This was a partnership that we had undertaken with Cox Communications to drive their new Elite Gamer product. Elite Gamer was designed to increase the productivity of players, decrease lag, decrease ping. Our goal was to raise awareness through tournaments, live streams, content, and influencers. We were able to facilitate a nearly year-long program using tournaments with Warzone and Fortnite to drive the messaging and overall download of the Elite Gamer product for Cox Communications. As Keo and Jeff had mentioned, we are facilitating the Van Wagner Collegiate Esports Invitational out of this studio as well. We'll bring in the remote feeds of over 110 different colleges into a highly engaging, interesting collegiate program that will reach its way to millions of viewers through our network, Twitch, and other platforms. We look forward to building more content in the future, partnering with more brands, and integrating messaging in a powerful way that we can carry to our audiences and drive the engagement that brands are looking for. We really appreciate your time today. We hope that we've entertained you, informed you, and given you something to think about as you continue to build brands and introduce folks into this space. We look forward to working together.
In the end zone, it's going to be a touchdown. And nobody's going to get him.
If I beat him, that's going to be my claim to fame, my main claim to fame.
The rent is paid.
Rent is paid for months, baby.
Okay, we back in it.
Parlay, man, we coming to see you, man.
Woo!